Hi, everybody. Sorry. Ooh, I'm late. I'm really sorry I'm late. I was on a call that I could not get off of. As a matter of fact, one sec. Okay, I think we're good. I want to say thank you. I wasn't even planning to do a live today, but it's late for me. This is late. I have a raging effing headache. And I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the people who have reached out to me. This is one of the reasons I'm live because people were concerned. There were people reaching out to me going, can we get a yay or nay on how you're doing? I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I took yesterday off. I was going to take today off. And then I thought, no, I miss everybody. I need to come on. Hey, Matt's mom, just as I am, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Hey, babe. Leo, I haven't seen you for a minute. Brittany, you super chatted me. My heart exploded when I saw you were going live. I love you, Brittany. Brittany's a great example. I just want to say, and thank you for your super chat, babe. Hey, Laura Lou, Meredith Lynn, Iwa, Lumen, I love you earlier, our conversation. Hey, no one. Hey, Teresa, true to it. Mods, you know it. You knew it well. Catherine B, I love you so much, Catherine B, and I'm happy to see you. Justine, hey, Mary Barons, hey, Boudica Boo. Karen Burhow, sick with COVID. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Karen. That's awful. Hi, Alicia. Hey, Victoria. Anita Card, Galen. Positive Life, Don Moore, Wisconsin Barb. Sorry I missed your birthday the other day again, Wisconsin Barb. Hey, Anna Banana, teacher, nurse. We are all here. Laura Jane. Oh, that's cool, Justine. Downs mom. Dawn made it. Marie Marion. See, this is so kind. Marie Marion, thank you. Hey, Liz Tricks. Malvakai. Hey, Brenda Robert. Mara made it. Jean Strong. Riley's human. Wow. Well, thank you, Dawn. Hey, Renee B. Good to see you, babe. Debbie Zito. Hey, babe. Yes, Kestrel, and I need to respond to your text. I've got quite a few texts. Ooh, don't remind me about texts. We're going to have to talk about that. Something embarrassing happened and I'm really cringy about it. And it just keeps coming around and slapping me in the face. Every 5 minutes, I tried to take a long walk today to get away from that. And I'm still embarrassed about it. And I'm feel myself turning red right now. I'm incredibly embarrassed about this text. DS Kitty Diane. Oh God, cringe. Do you guys ever have a moment where you're just like, it's just really embarrassing. And I'm sorry I sent it and I'm embarrassed. Jamie Palmer. Hey, babe. Hey, I live for now. Ann Jones. Lori Lee. Cheryl Roberts. Thank you, Cheryl Roberts. Hey, Jeannie Wright. Hey, Abigail. My God. Good to see you, Abigail. Well, if it isn't our little Tony's Hooter. Hey, December. Kim Leanne. Yeah, I just have had a bad headache for a couple of days. I treated it with an Advil yesterday and I didn't take one today. Hey, Noelle. Hey, Kim Hallman. I love that, true to it, and I appreciate that. Trisha Kelly, Copper Top, Elizabeth Frazier, Kelly Collins, Wilford Harry, Ms. Witholdy, Armine, I love you, girl. You know this. Kim is blue. Lydia, glad you're okay. We all love and support you, darling. Sent you Lucas's dictionary video. He wanted Auntie Reese to see. Oh my God, I'll have to look at it. I did see you message me earlier, but I haven't looked at it. Lydia, that's adorable. I swam 25 meters. Thank you, Lydia, for being a member. I love seeing you in the Zoom calls. Jeffrey, I like that you go by Jeffrey. You know, it's classy, it's fancy. Hey, Mark Hardman. Did I poop my pants again? No, I've only done that twice so far this year, Kestrel. Hey, Callie Galley. That's so kind. I love you too. Mags, thank you for that. Glad to see you. I'm glad to see you, Shannon. Hey, Amy Dagg. Lady O, Angie Mo. I opened this like an hour ago. Look at this card Angie Mo sent me. It's Gertrude. Look what she wrote on the back. Gertie edition. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Angie Mo, I love you. Just Joan, abundantly empowered. Welcome. Anyone else get happy just hearing Reese do roll call? That's cute. Donna Cooper, Cry Me a River. Cringe moment. Oh, are you going to sit up here or what were you doing? What were you thinking? Maybe did you want to say hello? We'll just say hello and do a quick roll call. Wanda, I'm not drinking a lot of water, to be honest. Dawn, I already knew that about you, girl. I know my people. Linda G, hey, mailman's wifey. Teresa, cringe thoughts suck. They usually hit me in the middle of the night when I can't sleep. I had a cringe ass moment today and I'm not over it. It's going to take me a while. Jenny, I'm from the beginning days and love seeing your beautiful face. You always have my support. Jenny, you're adorable. Thank you for saying that. It really means a lot, guys. That's why I'm here, because I wanted to check in with the people who really have reached out. And I just want to say I'm grateful. I love you. Better together. I love you. Hey, Audrey, thank you for your super chat, babe. Hey, Aileen, Sam Ashby. I could be low on magnesium. Honestly, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting headaches. I treated with an Advil. No, I just take one. I still have, it's still that Scientology. We still got that Scientology in us. I made a live. Amanda in Alaska. I'm glad you made it. They are hardworking mods and they're amazing. I know, it's so cute, that card. Grandma Sunshine Dragon. Rabbit Flea. Break out the Gertie voice. Break it out, Rabbit Flea. Hey, Kimberly. That's cute. Simon says hello, Marie Marion. That's cute. Am I really behind? Hey, Jenny Stout. What time is it? No, I think I just caught up. I vote an entire stream in the Gertie voice. I could do it, but honestly, I think we're just going to chase away more people. Shelly Kelly, I don't want to chase away more people. We've chased away enough people. I think if I do the whole stream, iron deficiency, that could be. I've always wondered that, Jenny, because I don't eat a lot of meat. I don't hardly eat any meat. Do I? Yeah. Sometimes I do crave meat, which is weird. Hydration is super important. We were all going to push you to work on this. It should be number one. Yeah. So I got some new things I'm trying to work on myself, Teresa, and water, quite honestly, is one of them. Lori Lee, I wanted to reach out, but was afraid to overwhelm you. You can always reach out. You have my number, Lori Lee. You can always reach out. It's because you're dehydrated. Yeah, I'm probably dehydrated, but I have been exercising and that's kind of cool. That's new for me. Kathy, I wondered that. Craving meat is the body saying that your iron is low. So nice to see you. Hello, everybody. Crafty Grandma, welcome. Hey, Cindy. I hope you're doing better, babe. We didn't text today. Hey, Tammy Kennelly from Alberta, Canada. So I want to keep saying hi to people. Thank you, Cheryl Roberts. Well, no, because I do electrolytes, Audrey. Lately, I've been tired of them, though, which is weird. I've just been putting lemon juice in my water. I've been craving that. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. It's probably some stressy, a little depressy. It's been a weird few days. I could be anemic. Yeah, I do too, Rabbit Flea. Hey, Sam Fibro Fox. I could be, the orange cat looks like a finer sleeping. He's cute, isn't he? Hey, Barbara, wait. He's my problem child, though. I'm not going to lie. He is a jerk and a half, that cat. Like, honestly, it's a prob. 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the evening, every single time. It's like clockwork. That cat goes nuts and starts doing, he's like, becomes a trapeze artist in my house, and it's a lot to deal with. Thank you for your super chat, babe. Hey, Buffy. Buffy, I need to answer you. I just haven't done it. Pepperoni Nips. So yeah, it's been a weird couple of days. And I don't intend to, even though I think there's just a lot of Marissa Martin, there's a lot of, I don't even really want to get into this too much, but there's a lot of things that, well, let me read this first. Yeah, I'm feeling the stress and the energy. You're an old soul. Hey, Janet. Don Clark, newbie here. Love your channel and sorry you're going through it. Don Clark, welcome. You know what? Everybody goes through stuff, right? Like this kid. This is going to get annoying. Get in here. Hold on. Let me read this and then I'll say what I was going to say. Hey, Pepper Jelly. Your title is making me think back to old times. The first post I made was to explain if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise. I think they say that a lot around here. I need to get used to those sayings. Teacher, nurse. Yeah, the title of this, come on, get your hair all over my black shirt. Hey, Susie with an S. You're going to see Heart in concert. Oh my God, I love Heart. Susie, have fun. That's incredible. Teacher, nurse, thank you for your super chat. Looks like a tiger. Oh, he is tiger-like. Yeah, he kind of does, doesn't he? He's dicky, though, I'll tell you right now, New Life Plan. And thank you for your super chat. No, he doesn't get excited to eat. He just gets the zoomies. He's still a kitten, is what I think it is. Sorry, I have to adjust my bra. This thing is really stretched out, but it's still my favorite. People are really pushing religion here, Julia. Not that I see. What was I saying? They're both kittens. Is that what I was saying? It's not a black jumpsuit. It's just black pants with a black t-shirt. Adele is going to see Heart tonight too. That's crazy that there's two people in this chat right now that are going to see Heart. You're going shopping with your sister tomorrow that you met on Thanksgiving, Dawn. I love that. She met her for the first time. Hey, y'all from South Carolina, Karaoke Jen, welcome. Orange cat behavior, well, it needs to stop. Okay, so what religion? Yeah, religion of Gertie. I'm not sure. So there's been a lot going on the last couple of days, and I'm not trying to dodge that. But at the same time, he's fixed, Renee B. I had him fixed. Hey, Deanna Downey. I almost called you Danae Downey. He is fixed. So there's been a lot in the last couple of days. And I think a lot of it could be I didn't watch it. I'm not going to lie, but I've heard things, and I'm not going to make anybody wrong, I guess is what I was trying to say. Hey, Vanessa Davis. I'm not going to say people are wrong. I'm not going to say people were right. I'm going to say what I've said before, which is this. I love you, Diana H. You're right or die. Marlugo. You're having an allergic reaction to something. Take maybe a Benadryl, a Zyrtec. Hey, Carrie Wilson. Where's Moose? Pat from Okoboji. He's outside the door. So it's caused me to I feel very out of sorts. Hey, Fromage Collage. It's making me feel very out of sorts. And that's kind of what I want to say about it. But I also don't want to say people are wrong. I don't want to say, hey, Nancy Wagner, people have every right who are content creators. Hey, DNV, to come on and say what they feel about anything or anyone, any topic. And I'm not the type of person to fight back, fire back, say they're wrong, say, here's my side of things. I'm going to touch on a little bit, and then I'm not going to talk about it, by the way. I don't feel like I need to, because I've been saying this. I think the general consensus right now is Reese is a big liar. Like, she's a liar. There's things that are inconsistent or not accounted for. Rabbit Flea, that's very kind. Thank you for becoming a member, my friend. Yeah, I said my piece. I did. And I think it's perfectly fair for people to say their piece. I'm just not, I don't feel like fighting people. I don't want to fight people. And yeah, Kim is blue. But I do want to touch on the lie part, because it's the truth. It is the truth. And the more I've told you every day this week, things have kind of more unraveled for me about me, like my behaviors, how I've been, how I've treated people, things like that. So I do want to say, as far as lying and absolutely, I'm not dodging that. I definitely lied about my relationship with Tommy. Am I freezing for everybody or just Kestrel? Please tell me I'm not freezing up. Thank you, Amanda in Alaska. Am I good, guys, or am I freezing? I would assume I'm good, because most people would comment on it. But no, there is something I want to say about that. I love you, Katie Fulton. You apologize. It's time to move on. I'm getting a lot of that. And I don't disagree. I did a whole apology tour, and at some point, people have to be adults, and we all have to walk away, right? Like, you can't get over it. You decide that you're not going to forgive me or make room for me or be cool with me experiencing my YouTube space here while you experience yours there. Like, I understand that there are going to be people that are like, I just can't forgive, or I can't believe you anymore, or I can't move on. I get that. And I accept that. I'm not asking for people to stay with me. I know who's going to go and I know who's going to stay. Most people have made it clear who's going to go and who's going to stay, which is totally, again, within their right. But I do want to say something because it made me realize something. I definitely lie. No more apologies. Look at this. You guys are funny. I love how fiercely protective some people are of me, and that's where you win right there. Friendships to me are now everything. I have turned my whole value system into friendships and connections with people, whereas I never did that before. So this is really like an awakening for me. Thank you, Jane. And I want to say this though. I absolutely lied. I lied to my friend when I went to Florida, and I lied. I lied specifically to him. Looking back, would I have done different? Probably not. I would have done the same thing as far as lying to him. Was it okay? No, I don't want to lie to friends. But I also, this was my first affair. It just was. And hey, Rain. And it was, I didn't know how to carry it out very well. I'll just say that. I didn't know how to, I was very excited. I was being told certain things that were making me want to be even more a part of this like dirty tryst, this sick little tryst. And yes, I put on my lie face for especially the YouTube community and the public world. I didn't want anybody to know. That doesn't make it okay, and it doesn't make it okay that I hurt my friends' feelings and everybody else. So this is what I wanted to say. It made me kind of reflect on. Again, things are opening up for me, and I think about it, and I'm like, yes, I cheated. I said I cheated. Like I cheated. I cheated. How many more times? But I realized something. I cheated on Jeff. Yes, we know this, right? You know what it's from, Katie? I don't know if you watched Girls from HBO. Lena Dunham says it. She's like, I'm not going to be a part of your sick little tryst. She says it to her friend Marnie. Jenny, I'm so proud of you for being unapologetically you. Jenny, thank you for saying that, babe. That's very nice. Thank you for these kind words. Hey, Aunt Lindy. And thank you for being a member. You've apologized enough. If they can't accept it, it's their problem. I get that, but I'm actually not talking about, I love Girls. I love that show, Kimberly. Pepperoni Nips. I have seen Girls so many times. That's like, there's certain shows, Girls and Righteous Gemstones. I could watch it all day. Now I haven't watched it since I moved here because I don't have HBO, but it's hilarious. Okay, but no, back to what I was saying. Seriously, this is a point I want to make. Ellen Gomez, that's horrible. I'm sorry that you've been blocked. Adam Driver, I love Adam Driver. Okay, seriously though. All right, I'm not going to look at the chat. I know I cheated on Jeff, but I didn't really look at the fact that I cheated on all of you. A lot of you guys felt cheated on probably once the truth came out. And while I was like, yeah, so what? I cheated. I was honest with you guys. Now the truth's out. Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, you guys are very invested in my life, and it's not cool that I did that. But then I realized something else. It's not cool that I did that to my friend in Florida. But, and I'll just say that was Aaron, like in case anyone's, but I'm not going to go into a whole Aaron thing here. I'm just saying it was not cool that I did that. And I really do feel bad that I hurt his feelings. Like, I don't know at the time. That was the first time I was meeting Aaron, by the way, in person. And I'm not sure that I would have. Did Aaron tell you he was cheating on Jenna? Probably not. Alicia says no. And that's his business. I don't judge that. That's his business. But I get that it privately, personally hurt him. And for that, I feel bad about. But I also realized something else. And then we're going to be done with this because I had something really embarrassing happen today that I need to talk about. I also, hey, Rachel, my behavior my lying behavior was not just going to Florida and cheating on Jeff. I don't know, Ellen, but I have no beef with you. I don't know why you would be blocked. Hey, Yon. I was doing that. Hey, Jam Jam. I was doing that before I cheated on Jeff. I was lying to you guys. And after I cheated on Jeff, I was lying to you guys. I thought about that today. I was like, I also came home from cheating on Jeff. And before I cheated on Jeff, I had Jeff sit next to me on my streams. And I was like, why is this anyone's business? Because I put my life on YouTube. You've apologized. We love you. Guys, I get it. I'm actually not really apologizing. This is something I connected the dots with. Did you know Tampa B through Scientology or Tommy? Not through Scientology. I sat here with Jeff and I was like, this is my great husband and everything's great. And I'm so happy. I was lying to you guys then. You know that. Like, he was abusive. He was silencing me. He had threatened my life at one point that if I were to talk about the gestures, my life is in danger. So it was kind of like I realized today I've got a real problem within myself and with the partnerships that I choose to cover up for and be a part of, because then I'm covering for them and then it makes me dirty by doing that. So I'm just saying it's not up to you to judge. I appreciate the people saying, I don't judge, it's your life, all of these things, because you guys, I really am grateful for that. I've gotten a lot of people saying, like, I just can't support you anymore. You lied. Okay. Like, that's fair too. But let's be honest, people do lie, but that's their business. And I'm not going to put people on blast who have lied or who are currently lying or who cheated or any of that. We're talking about my life here. But I did clean up as far as I did get divorced. I moved out, right? I'm here now, but it's not enough. You know why it's not enough? I obviously have some things I need to clean up. And I'm sorry, but it's not for you. It's for me. Like, I'm not, I don't want anybody over here going, well, I'll just wait and see if you change. I don't need you to wait and see if I change. I'm not changing for you. I need to get my shit together because that's a real problem with men. It's an obviously bad behavioral pattern that I choose. Tommy was not new. That was my first time I've ever cheated. But it wasn't new as far as me pretending and keeping up a false, story, painted picture that wasn't the truth. Jeff and I were a commercial on here, but didn't look like that in real life. And there were many times I said, I wish I could tell you guys, but I can't. Like, there were many times that, and then I came out with it and I said, like, I felt like I was kind of almost a hostage in a lot of ways because I couldn't leave. And he would take my keys and he would tell me I'm not going anywhere, things like that. It got very bad. So that's all. I realized that, and I just wanted to come out with that for me. I just wanted to say that for me. As far as the people who I hurt in that process, I do apologize to you. I hurt myself too. I fucked myself over too, guys. All I can do is be very aware of it now. But I will say that doesn't make me a compulsive liar. That doesn't mean I'm a scammer. Like, I'm getting some weird messages of people that are like, you've just been a liar this whole time. Well, that's not true. And I can't do anything to change that for you. Like, it's time to move on. I know you get it, Wanda. She's Jeff's also other ex-wife. She could also speak to that. And I'm not here to trash Jeff. I'm just telling you, there seems to be a pattern here that I lie when it comes to being with men who I continue to allow abuse. Fred was a good guy. And I never recorded Fred either. The only two men I recorded were Jeff and Tommy. And the only reason I did that is because I felt like my life was at stake. I felt like something wasn't right and I was in danger. I truly felt like I was in danger. So I just want to make that known. What other people are saying. I kind of get the impression that there are people out there that want to make sure that my channel is burnt to the ground in ashes. And maybe that will happen. But I survived before YouTube, and if I don't continue on YouTube, that won't be the end of the world either. I love it here and I don't intend to leave. The title of this stream, I mean that. I've loved These Days. That's one of my favorite Billy Joel songs. If anybody knows it, I love that song. And while I was walking today, I was listening to that song. And he talks about like all the mistakes that have been made and all the changes he's going to have to go through. And he says like, we've soothed our souls with fine cocaine. And like, I love the lyrics to that because he's talking about like, he's like, but I've loved these days, but it's time to make a change. But I've loved these days. It's true. It's time to own it, move on from it, you know, bring the people who want to come with us, lose the people who were in my life that no longer want to be in my life for obvious reasons, people who think I'm a liar or what have you. I can't control what people think. I can only tell you what comes out of my mouth. And if you choose to believe it, I appreciate you staying with me. If you choose to move on, that's absolutely should be something you do, right? Like do what works and what's good for your mental health. Above all else, let's be real here, guys. This is YouTube. It's YouTube. And I also realized that I live on a screen. Seamus, no one wants to listen to your nonsense. I'm happy to see you. I've been worrying for 2 days. Still your loyal friend. Amy, I love you. And I checked in for accountability with you guys. I feel bad that I didn't go live yesterday. Amy, thank you for your super chat, babe. Thank you for being my friend. But I've been a shit person. And I just want to make that clear for everybody. I've been a shit person. I made some horrible mistakes. And some of them weren't mistakes. Some of them were intentional. I lied by intention. I knew I was lying. I just want that to be clear. Like, I'm not trying to dodge anything here. But I also am aware that like people are going to divide and separate. And, friends that I may have had in the past, I may not have now. There's some things that I can't clean up for people. If they're not cool with it, I respect that. And I separate from them with love. I've always said that. People are allowed to say what they want. I'm not going anywhere. I know that a lot of people would like to see me gone, but I don't intend to go anywhere. I do need to get out in my community and like face to face it with people a little bit more. Feel like I definitely need to have some human interaction. That's why I love the Zoom calls. That's why I love my mod calls because we're looking at each other. At least you can see a face. Marlugo, I don't need to know everything my friends do in their personal life. I go by how they treat me. I also don't make standards for some of my friends and not for others. It's called fairness. That's a great point, actually. I don't make standards for some of my friends and not for others. That's why I love you, Marlugo. Thank you for your super chat. And that's a lot of wisdom there. The average person lies 7 times a day. Well, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go, you guys all lie too. I'm sure you do. But we're not talking about you. We're talking about me. And I'm not going to talk about other creators. I'm going to talk about me and what I do and the lane that I need to stay in. I will never create content hating on other people as much as other people want to do it to me, or if new people come out wanting to do it to me. I'm not even talking about current people. Like this is my lane and I'm going to stay in it. I'm never going to fight back, fire back, any of that stuff. And things that people have told me in the past, I will keep. I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to share private things that people have told me. I won't do that. Men can make you insincere, and we all act in ways less than our best selves. We feel insecure. Wait, I just totally read this wrong. I said insincere. Men make you insecure. Yeah. And we all act in ways less than our best selves when we feel insecure. That's a fact for me right there. Wishing you well as you work through the other side. Thank you. Better together. And I have a lot to work on. Let's hope I get there. Right? Like I'm aware of it enough that I really want to fix this for me, not for everybody else. I want to fix this for me so that I don't make these kinds of like excuses. Right? I mean, I will say something though, before I move on to this embarrassing ass story. Why are you so little, but you have a weird, deep voice? Can we be honest that Aaron hasn't treated women that well either? What's your name? Seamus. Hold on. Come on, get out. Let's get out. You're having problems, man. You seem to be having some malfunctioning. You are cute though. Look at how cute he is, you guys. He's so cute. Shamey, you're my problem child. Go on now. Go live your life. Get out there and be somebody. Again, Aaron hasn't treated women that well either. You know what though? That's again his business. I would love it if people would keep in their own lanes and not speak to my business. I think Aaron did what he had to do because he was hurt. And I think people who are hurt and he was hurt by me, I think that makes sense, right? And I really am sorry for that. I feel bad that I did lie to him. I just still going back and looking over it. Thank you, by the way, for your super chat. I don't know that I would have shared that with him. I didn't want to tell. I always thought like loose lips sink ships, right? Like how many people do you tell that you're having an affair? I don't know how many people in the chat have had affairs and told their friends. I don't know. I don't know the etiquette on having an affair. I don't intend to do it again. I know you are, Liz Trix, and I love you. Thank you to everybody who is sticking with me. I appreciate it. And the people who don't want to, I really, really understand that too. Like lying is not cool. You are making amends. Brownie buttons. That's a good thing for you. Thank you. It's for me. For sure it is, Brownie buttons. And thank you for your super chat. I'm happy to see you. Nikki, I'm not fucking leaving. I love that movie. But also, I'm going to say a couple of things. I have said this and it's over. Like, I don't want to hear from people going, it's not enough. If you do this, I'll stay with you. We may just have to be adults and part ways. Like, if you can't get past it, it's kind of like, to me, it's like if it never was a fit, then it never was a fit. Let's just be accepting of that. Let's respect that. Let's be adults and just go, okay, if I'm not for you and you can't get past it, I love you and I wish you well, right? Like I'm not saying F off to anybody. Didn't you say you left the foundation because you were triggered over Aaron's cheating? I was here for that live. I did say that, Trisha. And that wasn't a lie. I was triggered by it. But looking back, I wish now, honestly, that I would have said I left for personal, private reasons. Hey, Kiki, because thank you, Franklin. And thank you for being a member. I don't feel like I needed to drag Aaron into that, and I wish I hadn't. But again, I can't change that. I can't go back. The thing about that is, I don't look at my cheating on Jeff as the same thing as Jeff cheating on me. As we all know, Jeff went to many sex parties. Okay. And I'm not going to get too far into this because we've talked about it. But the point to that is he'd go to those, he'd come back, shut off my credit card, wouldn't let me go anywhere, and then said, this isn't really happening. You're stupid if you think this is really happening. It's all in your head and your thoughts aren't in reality. It's not the same thing as me going and fucking Tommy Scoville in Clearwater. It just isn't. Not to me. If it is to you, then that's your truth and you walk with God. But that's not the same thing. That guy was super abusive and he almost broke my mind. Like, it almost broke me. Trisha, yeah, it's for me, it's different. It's not, cheating isn't just cheating. Like, there's a lot of abuse that can go on with just that. Like, he was super ugly about that. And that's the truth. So, threatening to say if I talk that something's going to happen to me, all that crazy shit that went on for years while he went to sex parties, that's a new level for me. That's a whole different level for me. And Wanda says, his ex-wife, yep, I'm sorry, but there's different parts to me of cheating. There just are. And I'm not saying what I did was cool, right? I lied. Lying's not cool. But I know what I went through with him. And you guys have like a glimpse of what I went through with him. And it was emotional torture. It was horrible. And I started to go through that with Tommy a lot. I saw a lot of the same things as far as jealousy and mental control, just like hardcore. You're not going to do this. You're going to start doing that. Don't talk about that on your show. You need to start talking about this more. Don't ever bring that up again. He texted me a couple weeks ago. I was live talking about a Costco guy that I was like, I like his hair. He's cute. He was furious about that. Furious. He texted me while I was live and he goes, "This is why your numbers are tanking and your channel's fucking dying." He was like, "Because you're flirting with other men while you're in a relationship with me." And he said, quote, "I would rather be watching fucking Nora right now than you." And you guys know it because you saw it in my live. I said something about Nora and I said, "No, that wasn't Nora." He got so hateful about what I was doing when I was doing it. He was very weird about being in control of me. It became very Jeff-like toward the end. And I feel bad that he talked to Aaron that way. Like it's now that it's all coming out, he really, really has control. Like, I got to be in control. I don't have those kinds of feelings. I just want to love somebody and like really feel safe and loved. And I haven't had that in my last two relationships. And that's on me. I fucked up. I picked the wrong people. But all I can do is recognize it, not date again for a very long time, continue in therapy, read some fucking books about it, and move forward. But for the people that just want to keep hammering me and it's not enough and you're just not good enough and you're a scammer and you're still in on this with Tommy. I've actually heard people say you and Tommy are still secretly together behind the scenes and this is just another con. Think about that through. Like the audio I played was a bomb going off. How the fuck would I still be with this guy after playing? Why would I play that? Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. And I don't have to explain that because it's not happening. Like it's just another weird ass conspiracy, though. He was very obsessed with success on YouTube channels. Yeah, it was unhealthy. And I hope the dude gets some help, but I also don't give a holy fucking shit what goes on in his life going forward. I'll just say that. I don't care. I'm moving forward. I've got a lot of problems that I need to work on. I can't worry about other people's crazy lives. Reese, I'd love to see you work on breaking your pattern of attraction to proclaimed alpha. He said that was another thing. He said that to me all the time. I'm an alpha male. And I said that once to a friend and she laughed and she goes, "Anybody that says I'm an alpha male, you don't have to say you're an alpha male if you're an alpha male." And I was like, I don't know. I've never been with a guy that calls himself that, but he would say that a lot. Like, that dude's a beta. I'm an alpha. And I was like, okay. I mean, it felt dick swingy to me. Honestly, I was like, I would secretly laugh. It used to be like when Jeff would be like, um, I'm this and I'm that, and I'm so accomplished. And I just used to be like, men are so weird with the dick swinging action. It's just crazy to me. Like the dick swinging that goes on among men. Yeah. Like you're not going to see me being like, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. It's inappropriate and I don't need to piss any more people off. But I just, yeah, goodbye to alpha males though. Teresa, you're absolutely right. And I couldn't agree more. Goodbye to just men in general for now, right? Yes. Trisha Briggs, the cellist. That's it. The cellist. I'm the cellist. Have them make a drink for the cellist. They'll know who the cellist is. Oh, I had to do it. Swing that dick, swinging dick. I will say though, toward the end, Tommy became Jeff. It was insane how like he would just tighten down on me. And I did become somebody else. It really did make me a more toxic person. I isolated. I didn't keep up with my friendships. Like it got weird. And that's what my marriage was like for years. I felt like I was in a cage. I treated people shitty. I was unhappy. All those things. I'm not denying any of that. I'm not denying it. Your journey of continued self-awareness and self-honesty is huge. Many people never look inward and make such discoveries about themselves. Kudos. Thank you, Pajama Pixie. That's really kind. It's all I can do. And it sucks to have to do it for the world in front of almost 1,000 people, but here we are. And I cannot What am I going to do? Come on here and hey, boho hobo and go, I didn't do it. So what? Everybody lies. Like, no, I lied. I fucked up big time fucked up. But I'm also not going to continue to be burned over this. And the other thing I want to say before I read, after I read Karaoke Jen here, I cheated on my ex husband with 13 different people because I wanted a divorce. He had to be committed due to severe psychiatric issues. Wow. And like you, I wanted someone to love me. I'm with you, my dear. See, and no judgment. No judgment. I don't have a problem with a lot of people who make serious mistakes. I don't know if that's coming out of Scientology. Like, do you guys remember Tommy said that? He's like, all these ex-Scientologists don't look at me like I'm this horrible criminal. I never did. I don't judge people based on that shit. I don't care what you did. I don't care. Like, my hands are just as dirty. Jen cheated 13 times. And you know what? I don't feel bad. It sounds like he needed some help and you really wanted to be loved, Jen. And you know what the other thing is? Thank you for your super chat. Here's the major part of this. We didn't walk in Jen's shoes. We weren't living in Jen's head. And that's what I want to say. This is where I will say I put the fucking brakes on and I will not allow this on my channel. Other people can do it on their channels. If people want to run with this and make horrible videos about me, I will not allow any man or woman, and I've seen it recently, to minimize anything I went through at all. So to come out and say like Reese barely was a Scientologist. Reese, her marriage wasn't that bad. She wasn't treated horribly. They lived in a nice house. She barely made it up the bridge. She wasn't really as much of a Scientologist as she sells. Her dad wasn't as abusive as she says. Nope. You don't get to do that. You don't get to make that fucking call. Minimizing somebody else's pain, trauma, experience, whatever it is the most twisted, fucking gross thing to me. That is no different than being like, she was barely assaulted. Please. It was 10 seconds. It barely happened. She was 5. She doesn't even remember it. That's fucking gross. And I will not ever put up with that. So you come in here and you'll be fucking banned. And I don't care if it's on me or somebody else. You want to make hate videos about that on your own channel and say, Reese, barely this. She's lying about that. You know, Jeff was really actually very good to her. Tommy didn't treat her that bad. Her experience in Scientology was not what you think it is. Fuck that. That's gross. And it makes you look horrible. Okay. Makes you look really bad to minimize another woman's experience or man. But it's gross. So don't do that in here. I will not allow anybody to go, it wasn't that bad for you. Please. Like, you're really, really, really exaggerating your story on that. That's not cool. It's dirty to do that. It's dirty. I don't walk in other people's shoes. I will never say, yeah, but it wasn't that bad. Not cool. Don't do it's so low rent to do that. Like, if that's your defense because you don't like me, not okay. It just is so cringe to me. I cannot imagine some woman telling me her story and me being like, it's not that bad. Or it wasn't that bad. She's lying. Not ever going to happen here. I don't like it. I've heard about people doing it recently. And again, make all the hate videos or whatever you want to do, or columns or whatever you want to write. But like, women don't like that, especially. Women don't like that. And I have a feeling they will defend me or themselves or their friends. Nobody likes that. It's very low rent. Happy this happened. It helped me see creators talk one way in a chat and go and contradict themselves in another. Yet we're the mean ones. Yeah, I'm not going to trash other people though, Mar. And I appreciate you saying that. You know, people can make up, like Mar's doing. Thank you for your super chat, Mar. People can make up their minds for themselves. So whatever creator you follow, whatever you don't follow, whatever you're seeing the light on, a lot of people are saying that they're seeing that I'm a horrible person, and that's their right. But none of this is good. None of this is good for the cause. None of this is good for life. It's toxic. You know, tearing people down eventually gets old. People don't want to watch that shit anymore. At least I don't think that's the general consensus of all the people reaching out to me are going, enough. But it's your decision to make if you want to stay on my channel. If you think I'm not authentic, if you think I'm a total liar, that's okay too. I'm not going to defend that. People are allowed to make up their minds. Nice house doesn't equal good marriages. Yeah, whatever it may be, Brownie Buttons, but you're right. I've heard that one. Like, Jeff took really good care of her. Like, she didn't have to pay for anything. Are you serious? You weren't there. People who are saying like her Scientology experience wasn't what you think it is. Are you serious? What kind of a person does that? You weren't there. I've had people reach out to me and say that, like, it wasn't that bad for you. Like, what? That's crossing a pretty big line. Minimizing people's abuse is, even if they are lying, let's say you know they're lying for a fact. Let's say you were there. Let's say you're the sibling of one of the people who's saying it was this bad, but it really wasn't. So fucking what? Even then, it's like, obviously it's in their head that way. That's how they remember it. And that's how it's affected them for life. Are you God? Like, who are you to say that's not how it really happened? What? Do you sleep better at night doing that? That is really uncool. That's just not cool, just going forward to people. Like, it's of trauma people, victims, survivors. That's really uncool. Let people have their experiences, even if you think it's not that. And I absolutely have no regrets. Karaoke Jen, there you go, girl. I don't either. The only regret I have is I wish Tommy was who I thought he was, right? I thought I was being saved to go be with this amazing man that was going to treat me well and I was going to be with the rest of my life. Well, that fucking failed. I was lied to and I took part in that lie. But it's time to move on from it. I have to move on from it. I can't sit in this and wallow in it as much as people want me to. I can't. And I'm sure there's other things, by the way, that I've lied about. I have no doubt. I have absolutely lied. I've lied to my kid for the greater good type of situation. You know, like, I'm trying to think of a time where I've been like, no, they're closed. Darn it, it closed. Like, yeah, I've lied. I'm definitely have been a liar before. I'm not ever going to say I don't lie. Yes, I have. Absolutely. Absolutely. And there are details that I chose not to share with you guys when I was going through that. And that makes me a liar. I'm aware of that. I wish I was able to judge, Melissa with 1S. I'm not perfect. I messed up so many times in my life. I have to answer to the few when I messed up was hated. Yeah. To have to be judged by thousands is a lot. You are human. It's okay. Much love. Thank you, Melissa, for saying that. And it's true. Like, I appreciate that. It is the only difference. Sorry, I'm hot. The only difference here is that I am being judged by thousands of people. My life is on YouTube, and that's my choice. That is my choice. And I'm well aware of that. But what comes with that? Great criticism, right? People want to criticize me for things. It's easy to do that behind your screen. And I've done it. I get it. And if you feel like I'm not who you think I was, I get it. I understand. Maybe you'll come back someday. But the work I need to put in is for me. Make no mistake, it's for me. I don't want to keep fucking up and making these mistakes. I'm 40. I'd like to actually have a stable existence and have a person or a companion in my life at some point when I am healed and I'm able to do that and stand up for myself and set boundaries in place where this never happens to me again. Mags, I'm feeling guilty for not seeing what your eyes probably showed us in contrast to your words. You don't owe us anything, but we're here for you if you'll trust us. I, for one, among others, value you. That is such a cool thing to say. And yes, I do trust you. I do, Mags. And I trust that you're going to continue to be my friend through it all. We're going to keep having issues, guys. My channel is about my life. Not everybody else's channel out there is, they stick to a topic. I get more criticism probably for those reasons. And I definitely fuck up. I've said it. I mistreat people. I'm not going to keep doing it. And Mags, thank you for your super chat. Invalidating someone's experiences is one of the worst things you can do. It's also emotionally abusive. I've had it done to me. It wrecked me. It's just, it speaks to your character, is what it does. It's such a weird thing to do to another human being. I've always felt that way, Brittany. And thank you for saying that. And thank you for your super chat. But it really does make me question you, even if you know they're lying. So what? Let people have their experiences. Like, how is it affecting you? It's just it's very strange. It's very hurtful to take somebody's pain and put it out there and go, it wasn't as painful as it looked. She's making it more painful to play the victim. Okay. So even if you think that, it's probably not a good idea to say it, because it really doesn't make you look good to say that. It's hurtful. Obviously, the person is hurt. Remember, weak men choose strong women. You are strong. Thank you, Brittany. I'll take that to heart. That's like saying, but you were chained in the basement of a castle. Why couldn't you just appreciate the castle? Yes. Yes. That is like saying that. Yeah. Like, well, I mean, but I had a beautiful house. It was a beautiful house. I don't miss it. Thank you, Jenny Stout. I like my freedom. I like being able to call my own shots. I'm very happy right now not having a Tommy in my life or a Jeff in my life. I don't want those kinds of men in my life again. And forgive me for making those mistakes in the first place. Reese, I admire your transparency, bravery, and your vulnerability and willingness to look at your blind spots in order to grow. You are awesome and inspiring. Abundantly empowered, I appreciate that. And I'm not even saying, I'll say it one more time, like, I get that, like, I hurt my friend's feelings and I am sorry. There's nothing I can do to change it at this point other than treat people better going forward, treating people like how they deserve to be treated with respect. So that's that. I'm going to continue with my regular content going forward. And if people want to continue to try to, make me look like something that, I'm just this monster, that sucks. I wish we could all just let it go, move forward, and be the adults in things and not continue to make people feel bad for the mistakes that they've made, because we've all done it in some form or another. Everybody has done something that I've done. What's your form of cheating? Everybody's done something. Everybody's lied to their friends. Everybody's done it. Just let's move on. But I can't control that. And I'm okay. I've accepted that I can't control that. That's something I have to live with. Yeah, Cheryl, did I just see Tommy Bird? Hey, Tommy Bird. Shelly Kelly, if it's not their experience, they cannot say it wasn't bad. It happened to you in your life. No one has a right to say any different. Shelly Kelly, thank you. I'm really weird about that. Thank you for your super chat, Shell. I'm really weird about that because I just think minimizing somebody else's experience is it's such an abusive thing to do. It's like, would you do that to a child? Then don't do it to anybody else. Don't do it to an adult. Would you go to a kid and be like, it wasn't that bad, clean yourself up, and you just got beat up a little bit? Like, let people have their experiences. Yes, it's International Women's Day. I love that, Teresa. Reese is setting boundaries and it's relatable. Yeah. The other thing I just have to say, hey, Donna Lane, I just have to say this because it's a real life thing, so I have to fix my bra. The other thing I have to say, hey, happy anniversary, Tiff. And yes, definitely happy International Women's Day. I love that. We've all messed up, Tax, and we still love you. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you to the people who stay with me. And I love the people who leave too. I understand if you can't. I just want everybody to fucking get along. And if you can't do that, like, let's just not attack everybody. But I'm separating myself anyway. I did that a long time ago. I won't be doing content with people for a long time. I'm just going to stick to my own stuff and stick to my own healing. That's what this channel does. Oh, hey, CJ Harris. Did you text the wrong person? We've all done that too. No, no, Lumen. So, new life plan, reality check. He paid for everything except that beautiful house. That down payment was all Mama Reese, and then he serial cheated. Yeah, that's true. He did pay for everything, and I put the down payment on the house. That is a fact. That is a fact. Thank you for new life plan. If I'm judging you, it's for being strong, reflective, and resilient. We're here to lift each other up, holding space for you as you grow. Ty's channel, thank you. Thank you to the people who are acknowledging that I am a shitty person. I've been a shitty person. I'll probably continue to be at some point. I'll make more mistakes. But thank you for being cool with it and just accepting me for all my flaws. Because that's all I want from you. Honestly, that's all I want. Just accept it, that I'm flawed, that I have made some mistakes, and I'm probably going to keep making more and being awkward as shit. And that's what I'm about to go into. I did something so awkward today and I can't, I'm already like, I can't. I'm so embarrassed about it. I'm upset. I can't get over it. My face is turning red again. I was on my walk today and I was like turning up the volume, trying to tune it out with my music. And I was like, oh, no, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed because it's real life. What I did was real life. YouTube is embarrassing too, but like, I don't know. Oh, Professor Kakan, I just got here. Hey, baby steps. We'll watch the replay. Watching a human go through growth and rebirth can be amazing and messy. We can learn or complain. Hugs. Thank you, baby steps. I appreciate that. Thank you for not leaving me. I love you, baby steps. Thank you. I need a drink. Like, speaking of, I'm going to start drinking. That's how embarrassed I am. And I don't drink. Oh, I can't give the whole story. Okay. Let's just put it this way. I'm trying to make friends in my community. That's a small community. I met a friend. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Oh, I'm awkward and I don't know. What? What are you talking about? With you for respectfully asking Miss Magoo a question about OSA rumors? Don't ever go against, I don't go into other people's streams, Bo Beats. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Pouting Pooch. I tried to make a friend in real life, and you guys know how awkward I am. I can do YouTube. I can't do real life. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. And I met this person and I was trying to be a friend. I was trying to learn how to be somebody's friend. And I want to make a friend because I get tired of no human interaction. And I texted my friend, my new friend, and I was like, hey, oh, I said, if you ever want to be friends, I said, I'm a good listener about stuff. And maybe we could be friends and I could listen to you sometime because I like listening to things. And then I said, if this was super awkward, I said, please, what? Let me just read it. Oh my God, I'm so fucking embarrassed. God, I just want to crawl under a rock. I said, please reject kindly if this was super awkward for you. I've never lived in the country and I don't know the etiquette. Oh, they left me on red. They read it like 12 hours ago. I'm so embarrassed about this. I don't know how to talk to people. Damn it. I'm so embarrassed. This person read it and never responded. I'm like, block. I have to lose their number. And now I'm like, what do I say now? Do I say more? Do I be like, sorry, it was awkward. Let me add to it. I don't know what to say. But I literally said, please reject kindly if this was super awkward for you. I've never lived in the country and I don't know the etiquette. I can deal with people hating me. I can't deal with this text that I sent to a local because I'm so fucking embarrassed. Like, I don't ever want to run into this person ever again. And the chances are high because no one lives here. You missed the audacity. Who cheats on someone who bought them a house? You were the real provider. No, Jeff was the provider. That's funny. I just wish Tommy would have been real. That would have been more worth it, but that sucks. Don't say other words. Oh my God, Debbie Zito. That it was so awkward. I would have appreciated that direct honesty. They are just not your people. Oh God, it's so cringe though. Oh, it's so cringe. Oh, teacher nurse. Do you guys remember when I tried to be friends with that girl in Kansas City? Remember? And I was like, hey, do you want to be friends? I carried watermelon. Do you remember when I tried to be friends with that girl? And I was like, do you want to be friends? And she was like, yeah, I'd love to get together. And I was like, yay. And then I didn't hear from her for like 2 days. And so I was like, texted her and I was like, so how do we do this? Like you said, you want, like, do I get your address? Do I just come over? Like, do I bring coffee? How does this work? And she was like, yeah, we'll get together for sure. And I was like, right, but you're not actually doing it. You're just saying it. Like I kept pressing her and she was like, no, I definitely think we should. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I was like, but what is it? Like is this like, are you dumping me without, it got weird, so weird. It got so weird. I was like, so when do you want it to get together? And she was like, no, we'll do that sometime. And I was like, okay, but like when? Like now? Like I'm free today. Does that work for you? Like, oh my God. Yes, C-dub. Let's just call it. Making friends in your 40s is cringe and awkward. I'm so embarrassed. The fact that this person has their read receipts on and they read it and never responded. I just am like, I just want to do this. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, I can handle YouTube. I can't do this. Wait, what? Did your mom try to warn you about Tommy and you brushed her off? No, my mom, she wasn't a fan, but my mom didn't really say much either. The thing that my mom didn't like so much about Tommy was when he did that stream after we broke up the first time. Do you guys remember when he went and streamed at like 3 a.m. in the dark? She didn't like that. No one liked that. Hey, Trixie, tell her your dog got a hold of your phone. Oh, God. It's so cringe. Jenny Stout, it's so cringe. I'm so embarrassed about this. Jenny, thank you for giving me $2 to make me feel less embarrassed. Hold on. Let me run and grab a glass of wine. Marlugo. Oh, it's not really that funny. I'm so embarrassed at what I said. Please reject kindly. Who says that? Really, though, who else is she going to make friends with? The cows? I feel like I'm going to have to start talking to the cows. Let them leave you on red. We don't know their life. Let them say something. If see them, you just a smile and wave, let them make the next move. If I see them, I'm going to turn around and run. I'm so embarrassed about this. This is why, like, it's hard to make friends. It is hard to make, everybody my age already has their friends. Okay. Everybody has friends from like college, high school, band camp, whatever it is. I don't have any friends. And nobody wants to be my friend because I'm such a liar. Oh, it's just a progression that won't stop. It's just a damn cycle. Reese, it's so lovely to see the sparkle in your eyes and the glow back in your cheeks. That's embarrassment. I need a card, but thank you for saying that. Hey, Callie Blue, too. Oh, I'm so embarrassed by that. Why did I have to add that part? Please reject kindly. Let's just one more time it. I can't. Please reject kindly if this was super awkward for you. I've never lived in the country and I don't know the etiquette. Oh, why did I have to add that part? I could have just left the other part. God dang it. I know, Angie Mo. Oh, you sound like one of my twins. Check box for yes or no. Marludo. I love you, Mar. You're hilarious. You need a gay friend. I have a gay friend, Raymond. I love Raymond, but he lives in San Francisco. We FaceTime. I know you're trying to be nice, teacher nurse, but I think she just thinks I'm really cringe. Responding might be the last thing on her mind. She has problems at home. I don't think so. I think she just thinks I'm a fucking creeper. Did you notice yesterday I'm from North Platte? Yes, but I don't know where that is. You mean in Kansas City? I don't know the little towns around here. So if you mean here, that's awesome. But I don't know. And thank you for your super chat. Hey, cutesy Jay. Oh. It sounds like a pickup line. She probably thinks you're a lesbian. Oh my God. Thank you, Brownie Buttons, for making it worse. Great. Great. She probably thinks I hit on her. Oh, I'm so fucking cringe. Why do I have to be so awkward? No. Brownie Buttons, but thank you for your super chat. Here's 60% of $2.99 because I love your shady. Because I'm shady. I'm so shady, Helena. I love you. And thank you for the 60% of that. Please reject. Please reject kindly. I said that because I was feeling rejected the last couple of days. I'm like, everybody hates me. Nobody likes me. I'm just going to go eat some worms. And then I was like, what are you doing, Bo? And then I was like, no, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to try to make a friend. And so I was like, but everybody hates me. So I added this stupid, awkward part to this text, and I'm so embarrassed. Anna, just text her again and say, I'm sorry I sent you such a weird text. I can't add to it, girl. I just recently left a high control religion and haven't been social for a long time. Would you like to get a coffee? Anna, I think I love where your heart is and I appreciate your super chat. I honestly believe that's going to make it more weird to be like, I'm sorry I just left a cult. Oh, it's awkward. Oh. Oops, I got the math wrong. Oh, yeah, you did. Thank you, Helena, for doubling back. Be my gal pal? I don't think so. I think it's over with. I would pick you even more. Love awkward people. Mar, but we get along great. I mean, we are friends. I thank you for your super chat. Just go in full awkward and see who sticks around. Way easier. Is everybody this awkward? Oh my God, I was left on red. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I appreciate that. None of us are Jesus. We are flawed. I think she will go 80 miles per hour in the other direction. Oh, God. Do you guys ever do something this cringe where it just keeps coming back into your mind and you're like, oh, I have to make a noise. It sounds like I'm pooping. I'm like, oh, or I'm having a heart attack. It's actual pain. I'm like, oh, it's so awful. Everyone makes mistakes. Joel Sachs, I love you. Thank you for being a member, Joel. And thank you for saying that. The good news is we've all been that awkward too. I just left a cult. Can you be my buddy? Oh, fuck. That would be so uncomfortable. Can you imagine? Oh, just go full awkward. Oh. The worst thing is, like, oh, she knows who it's from. Yeah, I was texting with this person before. The worst thing is, like, what if I run into him? I met him in my area, in my town. I love you, Mary Barons. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. Tell her you discussed it with 900 people. That's true too. Oh, it's so much worse. Oh God, I might have to take a couple of days off. If you don't see me, that's why. I promise it's not YouTube. It's this text. I'm so ashamed. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Oh, I can't get any relief. I need a Tums. I'd come stay at a hotel for a month and be your friend through this transition. But the last time someone from YouTube long term wasn't great for you, I love you better together and you would. I love you, girl. I really do. Thank you for that. Means a lot, actually. It kind of made me feel a little better. Reese in the streets. I just left a cult. Will you be my friend? Oh, it's so uncomfortable. Pretend it didn't happen. Oh. Hey, Sandy Wandy. Oh, God. I accidentally texted my boss once and it looked like I was breaking up with him, thinking it was someone else. Things are still awkward. That sucks. Everybody's done it. Everybody's done it. Like something really cringe. Yeah, she knows about my channel. I don't think she watches it. Oh, God. Everybody's done something really cringe, though, and I haven't done one this bad in a while. Ask her to circle one. I'd love to be your friend. Hard pass. Yeah, I think no more texts. I think I really yeah, I just think that's probably best, honestly. I still can't get my voice back. How about I just got out of an abusive marriage? Yeah, almost 2 of them. Move to Myrtle Beach. I'd love to, Karaoke Jen. I've heard Myrtle Beach is amazing. Thank you for your super chat, babe. Jenny Stout, of course we do. We recognize the constipation noises from the inside out. Oh, I can't help it. It's so bad. It's so cringe. Thank you, Jenny Stout, for giving me money. It makes me feel better about it. It makes me feel less awkward. It was extra bad because he's super hot and I sent a video of cute animals with it. Oh God, you can't come back from that. Good luck. Good luck to you. Good luck and God bless. See you on the other side. I don't know what to say. I make your bathroom sounds when I'm in the bathroom. Yeah, it's bad. I feel like if I run into this person, I'm going to be like, oh, like I'm just going to do that. If we run into people that we feel really cringe about, that's how I handle it. I'm like, oh, I just like make really uncomfortable sounds. I can't. I'm so embarrassed. Do you have a library that offers a library? Are you kidding? No. Different classes. Maybe you can learn to make jewelry or knit while meeting new people. I think it's over for me. Honestly, I think it's done. I don't think there are any more available options to my personal self. Brownie Buttons, thank you for that and your super chat. They have videos on YouTube how to make friends. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should go out in the streets and be like, hello, I'm trying to make a friend. How do you make friends? And then just put people on the spot and make it worse. I just left a cult. Please reject kindly. Oh my God. Oh, it's crazy. Bo Beats, you're always welcome here, girl. Don't be silly. Silly nonsense. I said great like 10 times in a follow-up interview email. Realized it and ended with, oh wow, I sounded like Tony the Tiger. I never heard back. I was like, Lord, I'm an idiot. It'll get you. It'll bite you. It'll come back for you. You were being honest, says Abigail. Please don't apologize for yourself. Instead of your shame, you shall have double honor, and instead of confusion, they shall rejoice in their portion. That's nice, Abigail. Thank you for saying that. I love you too, B. Breezy. Oh, it's God. Give him the weird teeth smile. That's it right there. But make noises. You got to make noises if you're going to do it. Oh, yeah, you can't do that because they're going to think you're literally shitting in the street. We didn't learn social skills in Scientology. Don't blame yourself or feel embarrassed. Yeah, that's true. It's so awful. Oh, I text my boss of 10 years after a first date with someone else. He never forgot to tease me about it for 5 more years. I bet so. Bye, Karaoke Jen. Love you, girl. That's so uncomf. New life plan. There's some things you can't live past. You just can't live past that. That's not awkward. Amy Edge, quit it. It's bad. Thank you, Amy Edge. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Sierra Terry. Ooh, Indian food. Haven't had that in a long time. Thank you, DOA Loves Rainbows. I'm happy. I'm glad to see you've gotten over your breakup and have moved on. It's nice to see you so happy and enjoying the little things. You know, to speak to that, I really, I really, hey, Jennifer B. I didn't, here's how I'm looking at the Tommy situation. And then I'm not going to stay on and I'm probably going to end up saying too much, which isn't a good idea. I didn't know him. That's how I'm chalking this up. None of us knew him. I didn't know him. Like everything that happened, I feel like I was so lied to. And I became toxic with it. And it was just a terrible dynamic. And I didn't like who I was when I was with him. And that's not his fault. What? Breezy is your kid? Oh my God. That's an honor. I love that. Yeah. Your mom and I quote Bridesmaids all the time. You do? Oh, Helen knows the owner. That's for you, Breezy. I'm with him. I'm Mrs. Iglesias. No, you're not. You just put sunglasses on. Help me, I'm poor. I want to get a best friends forever necklace for my best friend. Forever, really? Do you guys really think you're going to be friends forever? Forever? Come on. Call me when your boobs come in. Call me when your boobs come in. There's there's probably a cult recovery community near you, extra understanding for the awkward. No, there's not. There would not be in this area. I promise. There would not be. I promise. Help me. I'm poor. You do? Helen knows the owner. Thank you for your super chat, babe. Maybe they knew someone at the vet and heard about you. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's too much. Riley's human. I'm so embarrassed. By the way, Riley's human, since you lost Riley, I'm still thinking about you and I'm sorry. I hope you're okay. Thank you for your super chat, babe. I love that you sent that text. You can never go wrong with kindness. I think your text was hysterical. Maybe it's time to bake a pie and bring it over. Yeah, sure. That's going to make it way better, Leslie. Thanks for helping me write that text. So embarrassed. This might be a good thing. If she replies, it shows you she's down for her friends. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a reply, Mar. It's been, let's see, it was 12:44 that this person read it. Yeah. Yeah. Time's up. Okay. This might be a good thing if she, yeah, no, I just read that. Sorry. Thank you, Mar. Thank you for your super chat again. How about meeting local dog walkers, Jane? I don't know. Guys, I don't think you realize, there's nothing here. There's the local dump. Are you an appliance? No, I'm a man and my name is Steve. This is civil rights. It's the 90s. Actually, it isn't. You're in the wrong decade. Thank you. I love Kristen Wiig in that movie. I love her in that movie. Oh, Helen knows the owner. That's so nice. Teacher nurse. What are you doing? Kid, quit giving us problems. Anyway, I'm serious about Tommy though. If it wasn't red, you can delete it. Yeah, it was red, Carrie Wilson. That's the embarrassing part. It was red at 12:44, and I can't stop thinking about how embarrassed it is. I am. Small towns. Good night, April Cowan. Just send that text. Just say that text was meant for someone else. Oh my God. That would make it even more awkward. I can't. Everything's awkward at this point. I just hope I never run into this person ever again. But seriously, Joe has a crush on Kristen Wiig. She's so cute. I love her so much. Yeah, there were I just didn't want to look at the red flags. I wanted to believe what I was being told. And I just want to say that that's one of the reasons I'm able to process this a little bit better. I did not know Tommy. I don't feel like I knew the real guy. He's probably with another woman or women right now that he had on the back burner. I'm not trying to be a bitch by saying that, but like, I don't think I was special in any way. I don't think I was special. I don't think I was anything to him. And that sucks because he was everything to me. And I just kept giving it more and more chances. My cousin Vinny, I bet the Chinese food here is terrible. I watched a lot of movies in my first marriage. I watched a lot of movies in my first marriage. I'll tell you what movie I started last night really late. I couldn't sleep and I forgot about this movie. I love it so much. I love Nancy Meyers movies. Uh you're more beautiful than Cinderella. You smell like pine needles. You have a face like sunshine. I cracked a blanket in half. Okay? You see where I'm going with this? Um what was I saying? Oh, It's Complicated with Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin. I love that movie. Yeah, no. Cassie, you're absolutely right. Let's just highlight this. Aaron didn't say he was upset about the cheating. No, and I don't think he was upset. It was yeah, going to the lengths to lie, but lying to him. It hurt his feelings. I get that. I definitely get that, and I'm sorry for that. Uh yeah, no. I'm still trying to understand why Tommy proposed. I think Tommy proposed because it was part of scamming the crowd. Like, why? What happened after he proposed? Literally, everybody went, "Oh, I want one!" Like it sold the crowd. It worked. That's the only way I can think of that. Yeah, I love Nancy Meyers movies. I've not seen Office Space. It's Complicated is such a good movie. I want Meryl Streep's life in that movie. Tommy is an expert at being unknowable. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's true. I think none of us know who he is. Thank you for your super chat. It makes me sad. And I think none of us knew who he truly was. And that makes me just feel stupid, but I'm trying not to feel stupid. I'm just trying to look at it and go, don't fucking do that again. Don't make excuses for someone. Yeah, something's got to give. I love Diane Keaton in that movie. Yeah, Bridesmaids. I'm trying to think of more quotes in that movie because I love quoting that movie. It's so funny. It's such a good movie. Kid, that's enough. Guys, we already stayed on. I'm glad I never married him. Here's the thing. I said that to Tommy after he proposed. Thank you, Tiffany B. Come on, kid. I told him, I said, I think that's why do you guys remember when I said on a stream, several streams, I don't intend to get married again? Do you guys, kid? All right. Do you guys remember that? I meant that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I don't really want to. And when he proposed, I was like, oh. And after that stream, I said that female fight club, we grease up. Yeah. That poor girl is probably in the bathroom crying her fucking eyes out. Yeah. I said to him after that stream, I said, Tommy, I don't intend to get married again. I said, I will be engaged. I will wear your ring, but I don't intend to get married again. And especially him, I knew there were red flags that I wasn't sharing with you guys, like, especially financially. Me paying for everything. I'll tell you one thing, you can call me a gold digger all day long. I'm not marrying a dude that I have to pay for. That's insane. Like, you better have your own money and bring it to the table. I'm not paying for everything. Kid, stop. Maybe this text situation is a chance to not hate yourself over anyone else. Love yourself unabashedly now. Do it different. You're right. You're right. New life plan. I know, it's just still so cringe. Maybe after 24 hours, I'll feel better. Thank you for your super chat, babe. I think he was using Reese for views and clout. And when a bigger channel, Sean Atwood, he went on to that. Yeah, I mean, it was quite noticeable that Tommy was super into me. And then if you guys all noticed, it like dropped off. It was very obvious. Like you could see it on stream. Do you guys remember the last few streams where he was like on his phone? And do you remember that, like, I was trying to interact with him and I was like, babe. And he was like, he was constantly the last like month and a half. I had so many people reach out to me and go, why is he on his phone so much? Like it was unprofessional trying to stream with someone. And I'm like trying to make jokes. And he was like, and I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Yeah, I was, Rachel. I was like, did you get that? Like, hello, it was awful. You could tell that he was done with me. That dude checked out. He was not into me. Like, I knew that. I felt that. I just didn't, I was like, I don't know where to go from here. I'll never allow myself to get into that kind of a situation. Yeah, he was on his phone a lot. Yeah, a lot. Thank you, Sophia. Hey, Pat Jonas. Okay. Kid. Yeah, it was just weird. He wanted to use you as a trophy catch, not a genuine partner. Hey, Itzel. That's what I think. He was on the phone with the next woman on the hook. I absolutely think he was on the phone with the next woman. Yeah. And I'll say one thing. I'm not going to say what it said. But Tommy and I were not really talking much. Huxley's doing actually pretty good. Tommy and I were not talking much at all. I told you guys that. Like the last couple of weeks, we really weren't talking behind the scenes. And I said that to you guys, right? I said that. He seemed to really, really like you at first for a while. I don't think it was a scam relationship at first. Sucks that what it became. The trips captain, I think you're right about that. That's what I'm saying. The beginning was great. I was so into him. But he became less and less into me, and I could feel it. I could feel that. Guys, I'm a Cancer sign. I overthink. That's all I do all day long. Like, that's all I do. Yeah, I think so too, Angie Mo. But the last couple of weeks, and I would say that, we don't really talk. We don't really talk. Remember, I would say that? That really pissed him off when I would say that. He was like, you're getting the crowd to see that we don't talk. Like, you need to sell it that we talk. And I was like, but we don't talk. And it's hard for me to fake shit. I'm not as fake, dude. Like, it's really hard for me to come on here. Now, I did it, but it was hard for me. Certain times it was really hard. And a couple of weeks ago, I hadn't talked to him for a while, like quite a while. It was a big gap of time, like in between a day. He sent me a text out of nowhere that was very sexual. And he started it with this, and I would rather be doing this to you. I'm not going to say what it was. You can think with your own mind on that. And I got this text and I felt it in my gut. I knew it wasn't for me. I just knew it. The last time we had talked, we were arguing like it was the day before. Like, I knew something wasn't right. I texted him and I said, was that for me? And he said, what the fuck? And he like flipped out. And he was like, of course that was for you. What the fuck? I can't believe you would accuse me. Like, flipped out. And he never let it go. That went on for a while. And he was like, I can't believe you don't trust me and all that. But I just knew. I felt it. I was like, this wasn't for me. That wasn't for me. Like, I knew he had somebody else he was already involved with. It was so sad. It really made me sad. Because again, I can put up with a lot, but like you sleeping with someone else or carrying on a relationship emotionally with someone else, that makes me really sad. That's hard on me. Yes. Yeah. It made me really sad. And I have no doubt that that's, did he really fall off a ladder? I can't prove yes or no on that, but I can say that my thoughts on that are no. I think he had to come up with something to get out of coming here. Because he told everybody, I'm going to be there for Valentine's Day, right? He told everybody that, like, I'm going to be there. Remember, he had this whole thing. I'm going to get down on one knee with the ring. And I was like, what? Like, I'm not paying for another plane ticket. So I don't know how he's going to get here. But I played along with it. I mean, again, I lied to keep that going, not trying to dodge that. And I had a feeling, I thought, before the whole ladder thing came up, I thought, he's going to come up with something. Like, there's going to be something. He's going to come up with a story. There's going to be some reason he can't come. Because I kept asking him, I was like, are you really coming here? And he was like, I'm trying to figure that out. And I was like, okay, he's going to come up with something. And then that's what happened. He fell off a ladder in the dark, holding a chainsaw in a windstorm. And I was like, Okay. But he did really have back pain, I'm pretty sure. So I think that that tied into it. But I didn't feel right about the latter thing. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I can't say no, he didn't. I wasn't there, and I don't know. And again, even doing what I'm doing right now, I feel like I'm being shitty by talking about him. I don't want to talk about other people. This was my relationship, so I feel like this is makes it somewhat okay for me to talk about it. But like, I really don't want to. I don't want to speak to other people's lives. Like, and why they do what they do, and if they lied or if they cheated. I don't, that's their shit. That's their business. Do you think the cardiology stuff was real? I go back and forth on that too. The brain and the cardiology stuff. That all, did you guys all notice that that just fell away? It was like a big thing in the beginning. My heart, my team of doctors, my brain, and I have all these neurology appointments and scans. And then if you recall, it just kind of died. Like, stopped talking about it, kind of went away, never heard about it again. Didn't, like, even behind the scenes, like, I didn't hear about any doctor's appointments. Hey, K-Fic. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just know that I was majorly lied to about so many things that it's hard to go, I don't know what to believe at this point. And I realize that people feel that way about me now. I just want to acknowledge that. I realize that. But that's just, I think people are tying us together too much. I'm not a con artist. I've never been a con artist. I don't think like a con artist, and I don't want to con people. And you don't have to believe that, but I know myself. I know me, and I'm not that. Have I lied? No fucking question. Absolutely. To look good, to get out of something? No fucking question. Looking you in the camera right now. Yes. Um, yeah, did he say he used to couldn't watch movies because of his brain problem? Um, I never really saw that. We stayed in a lot of different hotel rooms, and we would watch a lot of random, like, movies or TV, and I always wondered about that, because I was like, how come he's able to watch all this shit that he's never seen, but he said he can't, but that could be true too, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure some things were true. I'm sure. And this is what I kind of think of too, Just Jen. I think Tommy is a complete fraud. It may be to the point that he doesn't even know who he himself is. My ex was the same way. Yeah. Yeah, Brooke, he did. I don't know. And I don't even really want to talk about like, I don't want to poke at Tommy. I don't want to say like the guy's a piece of shit and all that. He knows what he did. He knows what he did. And I know what he did. You guys know what he did. I'm doing the same thing I'm doing from lying to my friends in this community. I'm moving on from it. I'm taking accountability and I'm moving on, and I'm just going to change my patterns of bad behavior. That's all I can do. But I don't want to be in the same genre as Tommy. Like, I'm not, I wasn't conning people. I wasn't scamming people. Honest question. Who hasn't lied? He who is without sin casts first stone. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. I just feel like I definitely am not the same as Tommy here. Like, I'm not, we are not the same when it comes to the bad behavior, for sure. And I know that the people that know me know that, and I don't want to have to sell that to the people that don't want to know. Like, the people that are sitting here going, ah, F you, I don't believe you, you've done too much damage. I'm not trying to sell you guys. Like, I know who my true friends are, and I hope to get people that want to be here. But if you don't want to be here, I understand that too. Did Tommy even ask Huxley? I don't know that he did. I'd have to ask Huxley that. I'm not sure. I think that he did. Now that I think about it, I think that he did. But he told me he asked him on the phone when he was in Kansas City with his dad. Like, I wasn't here to see it, so I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's was a scam, and it's hard for me. The only thing, like I said, that makes me sleep better at night and not be in so much pain about this, because it's painful. It sucks. It's like the text I sent today in a way. It's like I go back thinking about things where, like, I poured my heart out to him, and I, hey, shards of words, and I was a fucking joke. Like, that's very rejecting feeling. I don't like to be rejected. Um I don't like to I want to be the one to leave if you don't like me. I will never chase anybody. Like you'll never see me being a stalker with a guy. Like if the first clue that like you're not interested, I'm like, "Okay, bye." Like I'm embarrassed. Um no. Is this silk? Oh my god, Muffet Lou. No, this was an $8 tee from Target. You didn't miss the Goodwill haul and I was going to ask, should we do that? Do you guys still want to do the Goodwill haul? Copper Top, great question. Thank you, Itzel. I appreciate you saying that. I'm glad you're trying to start over with everything that you've gone through, praying for you. They are all long cons, his own words. Yeah, I was a long con. Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with this, Solar. The good news for Reese is that she's able to talk about it, which means she'll be able to process this easier. Imagine if she had completely silenced. She'd have to do this alone and unsupported. That is exactly why we're all still here. You guys are giving me grace. You're accepting that I was a shitty person and we're moving forward. And I appreciate you all so much. That's a weird question. Why did you sound so uncomfortable comfortable? Oh, that makes more sense actually. Bo Beats, because I wanted to get those answers. I wanted those answers. I knew there was something, and if I could get him to talk, I knew he would talk, and he did. And that was the only time I ever recorded him. And it's not like I feel like that was such a good thing to do, but it turned out to be a good thing because it got me free from it and I'm not a part of it. And honestly, I think it's what I needed to hear to detach, not to know that this person never loved me. I know that's weird to say, but like that audio really helped me to see the big fucking picture on what he's doing to not just me, but tons of women. Thank you, Darcy's. I just feel like it helped me a lot to not feel that like, sorry, attachment. I have major attachment, like codependency issues. I was really able to detach once I heard that. But why was I so comfortable? Because I wanted the answers. I wanted the answers. And I was comfortable asking the questions. I wanted the answers. Someone said it's almost like you were auditing him. It did kind of sound that way. Like I was like, okay, and you're doing this for what purpose? I wanted the answers for all of us. And I'm glad I did. Let's hope I never, ever am in a relationship with a man again that I feel so unsafe that I have to do that. Like, I just don't think that's going to happen again because I'm not going to let myself go down that dark and deep of a path. Some people have looping thoughts of embarrassing things they said or done. Reese is definitely one of those people. This may take months to really get over. Probably. Yeah. Women supporting women. Yeah. I too am really good at staying calm and asking questions to get the answers. And Rain, that's a good point. I do tend to get your head's on a swivel, Reese. Yeah, it probably is. I do tend to get really calm in serious situations. I do. I've noticed that about myself. When things get heavy and like a lot of pressure, I don't freak out. I get really calm. So I don't know. That could be my Scientology training. Who knows? Yeah. And this is what makes it kind of sad, honestly. Tommy is a con man who did time in prison. He came out hard and all. He's known his whole life, as he says, is to con people. Let's forget about him, put him in the past and move on. I agree with that. I agree with that. And somebody said to me, criminals are going to crime. It's just true. I mean, that kind of is, that's who he is, right? I mean, that's what he learned. That's what he knows. And while he could change that, he didn't seem to want to. Tell me if I'm wrong, but Tommy loved more than anything talking about prison. Am I wrong? Like, I noticed that in the last few months, especially. I was like, notice how much he loves talking about prison. Like, it's his thing. He loves the stories. It's almost like he looked so happy to talk about it. Obsessed about it. That's what he knows. That's what he seems to enjoy. Yeah, Muffet Lou. He did. He loved to reminisce. And there's nothing wrong with that. But he didn't seem to separate himself well from it either. I don't know. I have to say I'm feeling less sad about it. I'm feeling better about it. Like Kim is Blue said, this is no longer my concern. My concern is that he leaves me alone. He leaves Huxley alone and just we part ways and just honestly stop talking about it too. I don't even want to talk about him anymore. I don't want to talk about the details. I know that I have the last few streams. I think I'm just getting the last few things out, but I just want to move forward and be a better person. And I was a bad person when I was with him, and I was a bad person when I was with Jeff. And that's not their fault. It's just my behavior changed when I was with those people. And it's obvious the company that I keep, and I need to make a change on that. I don't know, Copper Top. On another note, you guys should see my full plump lips with this allergic reaction. Did you take something, Mar? I bet you look hot though. Mar is really an attractive woman. Thank you for your super chat, and I hope that gets better. Yeah, I get that, Shards of Words. Is he leaving me alone? Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad situation. We don't know where he is. Lori Lee, I don't know. Okay, you took a Benadryl. Okay, Mar. Well, you're a nurse. I know that you know what to do. Hey, Stephanie Lynn. So, guys, I want to say thank you tonight. Oh, it's called war storying in sober communities. It's folks that tell their stories more for the reaction from the others versus telling it to heal and move on. I could see that. Do I feel in danger? Not as much. I feel much better every day that goes by, but I absolutely am prepared. I'm very much prepared. So I'm not letting my guard down. I have my plan in place. Like everything's all set up. It's good. He could, Anna Christie. Yeah. But again, it's not our concern. And I really don't want to continue to talk about Tommy on streams. I just want to heal from it, grow from it, learn from it. Right? Totally. Shout out to the Bug Tussle PD. Absolutely. Kim is Blue. Good people. Guys, I mean it. Please hit subscribe. I would appreciate that. Yeah, Rachel. And also, it's like the other way of being prepared. It makes me think of an umbrella. I'd rather have it than wish I had it. No, Marlugo, I agree. Thank you, Angie Mo. I'm feeling better every day. And am I going to sell his bike? Yeah. Yeah, definitely, Carrie, at some point. Okay, yes to the Goodwill haul. Okay, let's do it. Hey, Moon Taxi. I want to say thank you to the people that are staying with me, that believe in me, that sent me so many kind messages over the last few days. Thank you, Jean. And understand that, yes, I lied, and that does speak to my character. And yes, I did hurt people. I hurt you guys by lying to you. I do get that. And I am sorry. And all I can do is try to be better. But I'm not going to come on here every single day and continue to speak about it. I want to try to heal from it and clean up the mess instead of just continuing to wallow in it and look at it and inspect it and talk about it. I would like to just show that I can be a better person to myself. So I hope you can respect that. I know you probably do. Make sure it's not stolen. I have a title. I have the title to it. We accept you for not being perfect. Perfect is creepy. Thank you. Mandy Albert, see you, girl. But I love you guys. Hey, Martha Slimmer, I love you guys. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for your super chats, your memberships. It means the world. It really does mean a lot to me. It helps me. It supports me. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your wisdom more than anything. Anna Christie, that's hilarious. Love you, Buffy. Thank you for being with me tonight, guys. I mean it. I really appreciate this. And I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do the Goodwill haul if you're up for it. We'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Here comes Fred. And thanks for listening to me tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm serious.